Michelle, you're my best friend.
Oh, you're my best friend.
Oh, yay!
Well, except for my childhood, all the time, lifelong best friend.
Of course. Well, then there's my
Yes.
sister. I mean, my sister is obviously my best friend
Yes.
too, right?
Yes. And there's my best neighbor friend who I do a lot of things with. It's like my daily best friend.
Oh yeah, and
but
then
others, you're
of
my
course,
other
of
best
course,
friend.
my junior high best friend. We go way back. Is it okay to have all these best friends?
Well, and is it possible or even healthy to have just one best friend?
Well, welcome to Find Your Lady Tribe. We're going to dig into this tonight. Welcome to Find Your Lady Tribe. My name is Brenda.
And I am Michelle.
And it's our mission to build a community of lady tribes, a place to connect and grow your tribe with resources, ideas, workshops, retreats, and events. We invite you to join our inner circle and become a tribe leader. It's free!
Each week, we will start a conversation about connecting within your tribe and across all of our tribes. Our goal is to create 1,000 new lady tribes in 2022. And each episode will challenge you with a call to action. The first one is to join our inner circle. Go to tinyurl.com/myladytribe. And as a gratitude gift, we will send you a downloadable copy of Chapter 1 of Lady and the Tribe, The Awakening.
Yay! So please subscribe to be notified of a new episode each week.
Well, today we're going to talk about our besties and why every single one of them is the best. And just as we can't have a favorite child or a favorite spouse, should we really refer to only one of our best girlfriends as the best of the best? And Brenda, you kind of covered this idea in your book, Lady in the Tribe. What have you found are the pros and cons to having more than one bestie?
Okay, so the whole concept of tribe is a tribe of besties. So therefore, there cannot be only one, right? Because it's too much pressure for one person to be the everything for anyone, and that's why we need best friends outside of a marriage, because that's too much pressure for just our spouse. No one person should have to carry the load for all of my individual needs and passions and interests and stuff like that. That's why a tribe of women is best. A tribe of besties.
So Brenda, in Lady in the Tribe, you talk about friendship circles. And I imagine that our besties can maybe fall anywhere within those circles in relationship to tribe. Can you tell me more?
You can actually have, besties in multiple layers of what I call the friendship target. Of course, we're trying to create friendship circles that intertwine all over around the world, so we're all connected somehow. But our own friendship target starts with the center core, which is you. We first have to be friends to ourselves. And
so important.
Understand what lights us up, what's a driving force in our life, who do we want to be. And our closest group of friendship, which is the tribe, which is the next circle, is that mirror to us that kind of shows us who we are. And they support us in that they are kind of a circle of our closest besties, but each of them have their own role, and it's so important that you have each of these individual strengths that you can count on and lean on in different situations of your life. Maybe it's an area of interest or a passion that you share. Maybe it is striving for health and wellness that you do with this other bestie, and maybe it's another one that just is really great at giving advice and listening to you. So all of these besties are going to be best in their very own way. And the role of a best friend, best friends is kind of a label that sometimes can be a little exclusive. And we're at Lady in the Tribe and building tribes, we're not about excluding exclusivity, we are about inclusion. And so the next layer of the friendship target is the soul sisters, and you can definitely have some besties. And this is a group of a woman or two maybe in your life that you have had some incredible bonding life moments with, and you've lived a lot of life with, but you're separated by time and space now because they've moved away or they're in a different part of their life, which you don't get to interact that much. But when you do, you are able to hit that bestie level in conversation and in memories, and just and they're there for you in a minute if you need them. If you need them to fly across the country, that is a best friend for you. And then the kindred clan, and then your community. So those are the layers of the friendship target. But you can have besties in many of those layers.
In any layer.
Really, in any layer probably.
So then I'm thinking about how useful is that label, how helpful versus hurtful can having singled out one person as your best friend, as if there could only be one. And it feels like to give that label or wear that label, to tell somebody you're my best friend, is immediately exclusive, as you said. Or for me to wear that label, to actually need it, that makes me feel like I'm playing on an insecurity. And almost as if it's not okay if my other best friend or best friends have their own people who are at that same level of importance or status basically in their life. And so I think that we needed that label when we were in 7th grade, but I don't think that it is actually healthy for us to continue to need, give, or wear that label much past that formative time of when we made those bonds.
Right, but it is a honorable title, right? And it is given with good intentions.
Yeah.
But a lot of maybe baggage goes along with that too, of
obligation,
that pressure, obligation, and again the exclusivity piece. At this point in our lives, we don't need that. We can be best in our own way in each relationship that we show up for.
Yeah, I think about important life events, like, when you have to choose a maid of honor. And it almost seems like, okay, well, my maid of honor is definitely being highlighted as my best friend. And then however everybody stands down the road from them is sort of paling in comparison. Are you standing 4th in line or 6th in line? And I remember how that made me feel. Yeah. And so much to the point that when I got married, I chose an odd number and nobody
was best.
Everybody stood around and nobody was best maid of anything. So I think that we may have outgrown the labels of best friend, but maybe still keep the idea of everyone is our best.
Right.
And that reminds me of everybody. Each one is our favorite.
Yes, I want you to tell that story, but I want to just hit on one thing here too, because there's probably some people out there that kind of still really cling to this idea, and it's okay of being a best, but it's okay as long as you don't take it to the level of being really possessive and getting jealous. And because I don't know, I think we've probably all experienced that in our life when you're just connecting with someone and someone else is threatened by your connection and by your relationship.
Yeah.
If you're feeling those ways, it's probably, there's something probably a little deeper going on that you maybe want to look into.
Yeah, or help each other look into, if on either side of that, if you're getting that ickier feeling by the use of that term, or by even holding that position or that station in life. We shouldn't be threatened. I'm never threatened when I hear someone in my close circle explain someone as their best friend.
Right. And if you are feeling that way, maybe it's just a good idea to talk to the best friend and say, you know, when you're hanging out with this person, I don't know why, but it's kind of making me feel this. And is there anything there? Or it's probably not. It's probably just me. You know, just kind of validating the feeling and just saying, I'm going to just check that off as I verbalized it. It's out there. I don't want it to be that way, but I just wanted to express it. I think that expressing it might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, and also sort of acknowledging or even encouraging that. That's the whole idea of tribe, is that each of us are required and have an important role to play in the wholeness of the center of that circle, which is me.
Right.
So just acknowledging, I know that your best friends are so important to you and how much they bring to your life, and I love your best friends.
Yes.
And I hope that you will share them with me. We have a saying in our tribe that I just need you to love who I love. And if you can do that, then we all just gained 10 more best friends.
Right. And you know what? I think it cannot be said enough that a tribe is not a clique. My tribe is not identical to Michelle's tribe, although she is a tribe member of mine and I am of hers. Her tribe looks different than mine because she is the focal point of her own tribe. She is the center of her own universe, as am I, and as are you. So it's not a clique where we're all a clique of besties. It's I'm a bestie with you, I'm a bestie with you, I'm a bestie with my sister. That's what it is. It's not an exclusive clique, and there's no ins and outs.
Yeah, we left all of that in 7th grade.
We left that way in the past.
Okay, so
the story.
My
Give us the story.
My favorite story, which as parents we try to, always keep the jealousy and the contention between our children down. And each kid is convinced that my firstborn is definitely my favorite. And when anything in life is unfair, he's your favorite, and they'll just play on you that way. And then when 2 of them get together with the other one, they'll pick out, oh, well, he's her favorite. That's why she's treating him this way or that way. And so I have taken the strategy, and I think we should take it with our best friends too, that I tell each one of my kids, I just call them my favorite all the time. I overuse it, and I use it in front of them, each other, that, hey, you're my favorite. I appreciate you doing that for me, and blah, 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 and that's why you're my favorite. And I just rub it in all the time, and I've done this for years, and it's amazing how that just neutralizes any of the ick that's between the kids. And I recognize in a lesson that I actually got from church one time, where I got that idea from the pastor, that's because that's how God loves us. When we think about how could I be as important, how could the universe actually love me as much as they love someone else who's all these other things, or that I consider to be so much better than me or beyond me. And that's because that's how that level of unconditional love works, is that you're all my favorite. We are all God's favorite, and that's where our best friends are too. Every single one of our best friends are absolutely our favorite for all the reasons that they're the best, for all the roles that they have played, for all the memories that we have made. And yeah, that's my happy story, is that we are all the best.
We always want to send them off with some great tool to put into action, right?
Yes. So this week, call your best friends.
All 6 of them.
All 6 or 12 or 15.
Or 2.
And remind them that they're your favorite by saying, thank you for being my best friend.
I love it. And you are my favorite. And we are so glad you're here. We're so thankful you have joined us at Find Your Lady Tribe. So until next time, when three or more gather, we are tribe.